Set.
What's up, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella Temere, and if you're new here, guys, kindly subscribe to this channel, give my videos a thumbs up, and always remember to share this video with your friends. So today I've met an amazing person. We are going to listen to his interesting story and his interesting journey. So guys, let's do this.
Set.
So Evans, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
How have you been?
I'm great.
You look good. You have an amazing voice.
Oh, thank you.
So tell visitors who you are, viewers.
Well, my name is Odhiambo. I'm a journalist, practicing journalist, radio presenter. I do news, I do features, I do anything that pertains to media, photography, videography, and anything apart from including giving inspirational, motivational talks to my fellow peers as well.
That's amazing. It's not easy to see a peer or somebody like you amejituma sana katika maisha. That's very great of you. And I've also seen in radio you are doing a very great job.
It's called for determination and commitment.
Oh, nice.
Kwa Kiswahili tunasema kujitolea. Yes.
So tuambie maisha yako imekuwa vipi?
Maisha, maybe that's too broad. Yeah, it's too broad.
Okay, maisha ya masomo na especially career.
Maisha ya masomo kwa kawaida huwa tunasema sio rahisi. But like I said, if you're determined, you're goal oriented, you've already set your mind to what I want really to achieve. Like you understand your purpose in life. What's my purpose in life? Maybe you've been taken to school now. What is the purpose of you going to the school? What do you want to achieve at the end of it all? So that should be the cornerstone of everything. The push, the drive that makes you want to be there and also to achieve your goals.
Oh, nice. What inspires you a lot in your journey?
I have a human inspiration from other people that makes me wake up at 4 from Monday to Friday to come to the studio and to talk to the people. Now, the other inspiration is that, being in a studio and talking to a large number that you're not sure they are listening to you.
Oh, nice.
It could be challenging in one way, but at the same time, it's a blessing in one way or another. Because you talking to people whom you are not seeing, it's different from the TV that you believe so-and-so is watching me. But in radio, it's all about listening. We only want to hear the voice talk.
You do a lot of amazing stories and interesting stories. Who inspires you in the media industry?
In the media industry, actually, it's a media house.
Yeah.
That I would say I have an international media house that inspires me a lot. But I start with the home. Charity begins at home.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been watching a lots of stuff, especially on our local TV stations, especially Citizen, just to mention but a few, and Ramogi TV for that matter.
So who specifically?
I have Jeff Koinange, Maina Kageni. I do listen a lot to his programs because sometimes back, and it has really stuck to me. A friend of mine told me that, Evans, you always run your show like a Maina Kageni.
Nice.
Yes, and I felt like, okay.
I once listened to you and I also realized that you are so eloquent and all that.
The eloquency and the mastery of English comes with passion, and maybe you can boost yourself with lots of reading, literature, novels here and there. You do lots of research, and maybe people always say that you cannot read the dictionary. Yeah, but a dictionary is my friend. Yeah, maybe I get a new word that is always in people use it most of the time, but actually the pronunciation is different. So you have to go to the dictionary to look it up. How is it pronounced? What we call phonetic transcriptions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that will help you learn how to pronounce this and get it correctly. Most of the people will say that una wang, but actually, it's not.
So there are most of the youth or most of the students who are studying media who are kuna hiyo perception ya media industry hakuna jobs. unajua mtu anasoma media, but at the same time akona perception that we are not going to get employed, we are not going to get jobs. How did you manage to get employment in the media industry and you are just still a student?
Just like I mentioned before, it was my dedication because I joined the radio in my first semester. When I joined this school. Yes, and from there I didn't want to look back. My classmates used to brand me Kiherehere.
Yeah. But where are they now and where are you now?
That's Kiherehere actually has helped me because at the same time I used to help them edit their work and they pay me for the services.
Oh.
Yes.
That's how you also manage to get money?
Oh yes.
Yes. That's nice. And then there are always challenges, a lot of challenges in the media industry, especially in the radio sector. What are some of the challenges that you might have encountered?
Well, challenges, maybe one from the fans, I find that they seduce you on air.
Oh.
They send you seductive messages, but you cannot return in bad faith. You just have to be smart. You play cool, you play safe if maybe a fan sends that kind of a message. Because there is always a disclaimer, so much in your mind.
And there's always this thing that a fan maybe might curse on air. Is now hiyo ni shida yako mwenyewe mwenye una post ama ni shida ya fan? The management or your producer is he going to blame you or is going to blame the fan?
It depends. Maybe we don't know how we wake up each and every morning. Maybe someone has got his maybe stress, maybe he or she is going through something, but doesn't know how to express it or to get it off his or her chest. So the only way, maybe to throw tantrums at anybody.
Oh, even on air.
Yes.
And how do you manage that?
Well, like I said, you have to be very cool so that you don't return a negative statement with a negative statement. Yes, maybe we have mechanisms that have been put in place. Maybe if that fan uttered maybe some vulgar words, maybe we have a mechanism or an equipment that is used, which is called profanity layer. So we use that maybe so that other fans might not hear maybe the vulgar part of this statement. But as the presenter, you have to look at a way to give a comeback that is polite, that will make the person or the offender to feel like I really don't need to say this.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's this thing that you've always learned, maybe in the media industry, that you've always learned as a beginner and also as a professional. What can you tell other people who are in the media, or who are upcoming students?
Well, to my upcoming comrades, there is always one thing that is in the offing. I know we are different in one way or another, and with our differences, we are unique in our own differences. So maybe your shortcoming can be your advantage. Yeah, we've seen so many like people about we label them like one. How do I put it? Maybe they're too much affected by the local language, so that they cannot pronounce the words correctly. It can be a turnaround as a comedy. You make it as a comedy. So from your weakness, it's your strength in disguise.
You make something out of it.
Yes, so whatever it is, you should never give up. You should never lose hope that somebody is going to laugh at me. No. And we've seen them. Yes.
That's nice. What can you tell now people as you finish? What can you tell anyone who is interested in media industry or any student or even a high schooler or just a general motivation?
Well, number one, you are yourself.
Yeah.
Number two, if you want to practice media or being a radio presenter or TV presenter, remember you are a super voice to the voiceless.
Oh, nice.
That's what I can always say.
Yeah, a super voice to the voiceless. So how can people find you on social media?
Well, on Instagram is slink_Evans, Facebook is Slink Evans, and Twitter is also Slink Evans.
You have a great day and thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity as well.